everyone who will be coming up in your game against Italy will be expecting you to win. You will be starting as the favorites for a change. Do you think that this adds to a pressure? Will there be any sort of difference in terms of the mental preparation for the side?
Yes, I think when you play a World Cup, there's obviously a pressure, and everyone back home in Nepal wants you to play well for the country. So obviously the pressure will be there, but the team which will handle the pressure well, our pressure situation, I think that team will win. So we have played a lot of cricket now, and our team knows how to handle pressure. We have played against in front of big crowds, so players know how to handle those situations. So we'll do that.
Rohit, Nandan was after the match against England, and he said sorry for the loss. Can we see it from another angle if sorry was not needed?
Sorry, I didn't understand your question.
Nandan was here after the England match, and he said sorry for the loss. Is it really needed, or can we see from another angle so that is not needed?
So Nandan said sorry. It's very personal. I don't know why he said, but maybe he was emotional, and he said sorry to the fans.
Right. After you performed so well against England, you might have seen people are calling for the so-called big teams to play Nepal. What would your message to Australia, England, India, what would your message to those teams be?
My message would be a warm welcome to all those teams in Nepal to come out there and play with us. They would love in Kirtipur, Kathmandu to play against us, and they will get a warm welcome in Nepal.
Do you hope it happens?
I am very hopeful.
Rohit, how much of an advantage playing all your games at Wankhede?
I think it's a big advantage, especially playing in Asian conditions is an advantage, and playing all our games in Wankhede, it adds more. So I think the wicket is also suiting us the way we play. So it's an advantage.
Hi Rohit. How is the confidence and the morale after playing just one game like that in a World Cup against England, which you almost won? And what learning did you take, you think, from that game, that this is what we need to do to go one step further and beat a full member or a stronger team like that?
A lot of learning, especially the way we played against England. It gave a lot of confidence. Yes, disappointment is there, but I think as a group we need to see that the way we played against England, one of the favorites team in the tournament, and I think as a group it gave a lot of confidence to us, and moving forward to Italy's game. So yeah, Italy is one of the good teams, because for past they have been playing really well cricket, so we cannot take any team lightly here in this World Cup. So we have been planning well, so now it's time to execute those plans.
Even when you play West Indies and Scotland later on, what do you think you need to keep in mind so that you go all the way and complete that victory?
So I think for last games learning, I would say decision making at crunch situations, when there is pressure, how you execute those plans, that is very important. So handling those pressure and executing the plan is very important for us in a game against West Indies and Scotland.
Rohit, I want to take you back to 2 years back when we lost by a run against South Africa. We had a similar scenario in social media where everyone was praising Nepal, but since then we only got to play one series against Test Nation, and that was depleted West Indies series. And now we've got IPL teams tweeting about us, big legends talking about us, but it is limited to only social media and not in reality. So what do you think needs to change? Because in between these 2 years, we were close beating South Africa more than we were beating England. So what do you think needs to change in old cricket scenario, that teams like Nepal get more exposure in terms of not just in social media but in matches? So what do you think needs to change?
I think it's a very good question, because after the game against South Africa in the World Cup, we only played a series against West Indies, a test playing country, and in 2 years it shows that we didn't get that exposure and experience which we thought we would get after that World Cup, but unfortunately we could not get it. So I think that is very important for us to get exposure and experience playing against some of the good teams and testing our skills in front of them. So I thought we didn't get that, but we were playing games. But if we get an opportunity of playing them